Hello, hello. Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday. I am Karma with Lewis Acre Farm.
And I am Rebecca, touched by yarn.
Obviously, it's not Glenda today, even though the thumbnail says it is. Glenda is traveling today and could not join us. Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday. I am Karma with Lewis Acre Farm. We have some feedback coming in. What did I do wrong here? Obviously, hold on just a second. Today, even though the thumbnail I think I know what I did. Glenda is traveling today and could not. Hold on. Whoopsie. My bad.
It happens.
Let's try that again. We'll try it again here. Didn't do what I wanted it to do. Anyway, Glenda is traveling, and so we get to talk about it with Rebecca.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful that you agreed to come on with me today.
Not a problem. Here's my
Was kind of a last minute thing because I remembered at the last minute. I was like, oh no, I don't have a co-host today. So it was very last minute, and I do truly appreciate it. What a beautiful baby. And who is this?
This is, I call him BB for big boy.
Oh.
And this cat came from a wild feral that lived in a barn.
Oh, okay.
And another lady that I used to rescue cats, we went and got him. And what ended up happening is, because I had feral cats in my house, we had large dog crates that had cats in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would try to tame them down and put them in live traps. Well, this guy's been microchipped. He basically got out of that crate, and I had a wild feral cat in my house somewhere.
Fun.
So I went out and got my live bait trap and put some salmon.
Uh-huh.
He went in the trap, and after that he started meowing and started getting nice. And I know, because I live out in the country, I knew I needed a mouser.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew he would be a good mouser because he had already been doing that. And
right.
trust me, he is. But yeah, this is BB.
Cute.
And he has been fixed, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I love my shirt too. That Brian gave me that.
That is cool.
It is.
I just have authentic. And that's something I always try to be, is authentic.
I definitely want to be too.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be something I'm not.
Have you ever seen this kind of yarn?
I have, and I have worked with it. I made a teddy bear using that kind of yarn.
I'm going to be, I've got some more over in a tote, in a drawer, that I think I'm going to be making a blanket out of this, because I made some Santa hats out of the red, and it didn't work so well. So I don't make homespun. I know Jesse's Santa hat is made out of the homespun yarn. It stretches, so it causes problems. So it
is a challenge to work with that kind of yarn.
Yes, certainly is.
You definitely have to keep your tension a little different.
Oh, yes.
um, especially doing amigurumi.
I've never done those.
Yeah, it's challenging, but I'll tell you, it works into some really adorable, adorable stuffed animals. Um, like I said, I made a teddy bear. The teddy bear ended up being, I think he was about this tall, and really, really cute. Really cute.
The most of the crocheting I do is making pot holders, where it's just straight row. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I have never done a granny square. When I did the blanket, doing a lot of counting for me, it gets me confused a little bit. When I did the puff shell stitch on those
Mm-hmm.
blankets, you've got to count 7 times. There is one on that blanket that I did send to Karen at Flash Ministries, that there is one that has 8. And I told her I should try to find it, you know? And I said, nope, I'm not taking it back out. I says, forget it.
Yeah,
It
I
definitely makes, you
I've
know?
done some projects where I had ripped it out so many times. I was like, I'm done ripping it out. I'll just rework it a little bit and add back in or take away what I accidentally made a mistake on. There's ways to do that.
Well,
And
I've never learned how to decrease or increase. It's things like that as I'm learning, I'll
mhm,
I'll learn that, as time goes on.
yeah.
Ouch. My cat's trying to get my attention. Like, you need to pay attention.
Yeah. Well, have I have had the opportunity to win on a few different channels here lately, and I've gotten a couple of the prizes in the mail. Um, and I thought that I would show you on on Jesse and Lisa's channel here the other day. I won a power bank,
Oh,
and it's a solar power bank. Came with a little charger cord. This is really, really cool. Has a little carabiner clip to hang on, and the solar panel for charging if you don't have access to power. It has a little cover case on it. It's hard to get it open, but so it has 3 different power ports on it on that end, and then on this end it's got flashlights, and it's you whoops,
come on,
press
come over here.
hold and it turns your flashlights on. Press again and it does SOS, and then you press again and it strobes, and then press again and it turns it off. So it's like an emergency uh, services power bank, plus you can charge it solar, or you can plug it in and charge it. I was so excited when I won this, because half the time I forget to charge the one I have, and so if I need it, I can put it in the sun to charge it and not have to worry about it. So I was really excited when I won that.
My brother, with a company, I think it was, what is it, Ronald? I've got a mini 30, is it 36 lights that are on it,
Mm-hmm.
that are those LED. Allura Tech. It's a company that he bought, this one that is a solar,
Mm-hmm.
and it has this on the face of it. It has, I think it's 36 lights.
Yes.
36
Very
of them.
cool.
And it does charge also. You can charge it and also charge your phones and stuff. It's got the
Yeah.
It's got the USB. on it, and he purchased some more, but the ones that we ended up getting would not charge on the at all. So he
Mhm.
sent them had to send them back. They should be sending some more
Oh, okay.
to us because those two of them didn't charge. One did,
Yeah,
but so we sent them back
right.
to get that done.
A
Yeah,
friend, a friend of mine said, "Don't send yours to me," but I wanted her to have one because she lives in housing that's by the Columbia. Uh, but I wanted her to have it. I could do without a couple for now, and hopefully I'll get them before the YouTube meetup.
I wanted to keep one in our car that
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
got, so that something were to
Rebecca's
happen.
got a couple, and I'll have a couple once they get here.
Yeah.
Do you know
So,
Belt Loop? Do you know Belt Loop 29?
yeah.
He calls me the yarn ninja because he says I'm so fast at doing this. I like putting the skeins in balls.
Right.
Bread,
Yeah.
Hi, Al.
cinnamon bread.
Hi, Alfonso.
Hi. So the other thing I won, I was on Miss Ann Andale Homestead. Not
Great bread.
not this week. I don't remember if it was last week or the week before. I never win on her channel ever. Which it's not about winning anyway. I love her messages. She is so vivacious, and I love her little messages. They're so sweet and so uplifting. And I actually won on her channel, and I chose because they're doing it differently now, and they spin two wheels you get a choice between two prizes. And so I chose this little uh, shopping bag is actually what it is. It's got these nice little handles on it, and isn't that beautiful?
That is absolutely beautiful.
I
Love it.
just love it. And I love these kinds of bags because a lot of times I use them to keep like my gardening supplies in, and uh, my notebooks and things like that for the channel. I just keep them so that they're really easy to get to and easy to take where I want to go. And so I was super excited when I won this. And then I have a prize coming from Kendra with Consume the Goodness. I won a t-shirt on her channel, and I'm so excited to rock that shirt. It's the first t-shirt that I have won on anybody's channel. And so, no, it's not. It's my second one. I won one from Lazy Days Ahead a while back. And so
I haven't gotten one from Lazy Days Ahead yet, but
oh,
there was one time that I think I had won something. No, I hadn't. They sent me this box, and I'm like, what? Why is Jesse and Lisa sending me this box? They
yeah,
sent me a bottle of vanilla.
that is good
I
vanilla.
I was shocked, and then of course some of their jams. I was like,
Yeah,
you're kidding me. Just
I
shocked.
was totally blown away here about a week and a half ago. I think it is now. Totally out of the blue, they sent me this package, and I think it was during. I guess it's been 2 weeks ago, because it was during one of their lives. Um, I got this package from them, and I wasn't expecting it. And they had been doing one of their online auctions, and they found this stainless steel pet fountain,
Ooh.
and they had thought of me with all of the cats that I've been rescuing, and they sent that to me, and I was just tears of joy. because
good.
it's
It keeps
perfect.
it keeps the cats like their water moving.
Yeah,
How's that?
It's good, Ronald.
yeah. And so I made a short video for him and I sent it to him,
Come on, baby.
showing all the cats taking turns at the fountain, and so that they could see how it worked and how they enjoyed it. And it's just such a blessing. They are amazing people, really amazing people. So, anyway, speaking of cats, first of all, I have got to find homes for the 5 little boys. They're 6 months old and full of mischief,
Mhm.
but they're just beautiful, sweet little souls. And they're all neutered, not vaccinated, couldn't afford to do that, but they are neutered and ready to go. And I've got to find homes for them. So if you know anybody in the Pacific Northwest willing to make a drive, I'd even be willing to drive a short distance to meet them if they'd be willing to help out.
The only two people that I know in that area is my sister and her new husband, and my other sister. They, in fact, are our oldest sibling.
Hmm.
Uh, her Our fourth sibling was living in Everett at a kind of a house. It was a big building that you had your own apartment, and they'd cook for you.
Hmm.
Marilyn was not getting enough food, and she was wasting away.
Oh, wow.
So they basically pulled her out of there.
Yeah, I
She's
don't
now
blame
living. She's now living with her oldest sister, um, and her new husband. That her husband passed away, and then she married this guy that lost his wife. And he says, "Yeah, let's take your sister on." Because my sister Marilyn has disabilities also,
you.
and I am so grateful that she did this.
Yeah.
So she's trying to, as she puts it, put some weight on her.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, my sister Marilyn's now living where she's at.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I've got the 5 boys that need homes. I've got 2 girls that I need to get spayed right away. And then I've got 2 mamas with one that's ready to give birth anytime between now and the 15th. And then their babies, as well as my 6 cats. And I have the sweetest little babies. One litter's about 2 weeks old, almost 2 weeks old, and the other litter is about a week old. And the first litter is getting their eyes open and they're learning to walk and they're starting to like turn over on their backs and bat and play with each other. And it is so sweet to watch. And I'm enjoying watching them grow. But it's a challenge. It's a handful.
it is.
Um,
There.
Lots of litter box changing, lots of food, and lots of laundry. So,
Well, I got those done now. This is some of that homespun yarn that I picked up.
oh, okay.
They tend to do better when you consolidate them into balls.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wind them up.
Yeah. I used to do the same thing with all of my yarn, put it into balls. So, If the mommies will let me bring them this far over, who wants to see baby kittens?
Oh, I do.
Anybody in chat want to see baby
You wanna
kittens?
bring Gigi?
We got a quiet chat today.
Oh, we do.
Super quiet.
It's
I
kind of
guess nobody in chat wants to see kittens, so I'll just leave them with their mommies.
Gigi's eating right now, so I don't know if she's gonna. And she'll come over here after she eats. She's beautiful, just
I
absolutely
thought
gorgeous.
that Ronson might
Want to see the
might be
kitties?
interested, or let's see, we've got Troy in here. We've got
Nancy?
Ronson and Nancy and Alfonso.
Ronson.
Be very quiet. We are hunting wabbits. Oh yes, they're all named. Every one of them has names. The second litter has very special names. Two of them do. I'll have to tell you about that when I bring them over. But if you'd like to see them, you just got to tell me in chat. I won't bring them over if nobody wants to see them. I'll show Rebecca after we're done.
I found out something that
Okay.
a lot of people don't know. When you get a cat that has a lot of white on it, it means that and they have some color on them. It means that the father is somewhat related to them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised, because the Toms that are out here are probably the dad to the mama
Yes.
that gave birth first, and to the mama that's due the 15th. Oh, she looks like Barnadette on I'm a Survivor.
Yeah, this is Miss Gigi.
Gray girl.
She's pretty.
This is her.
Stands for gray girl.
See her.
Yes, she's pretty. Dainty little girl.
Oh, she is.
How old is she?
She's 5. Wow. We think she's Maine Coon mix.
I don't know. She's pretty tiny for Maine Coon.
Well, you've got to realize whoever her parents, her father was, could have been a small. Yeah,
have
she's
a tiny bit in him. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Miss Gigi, and it's not Gigi, it's just GG.
Okay.
Meaning gray girl.
Okay. Very pretty. So pretty. Well, we have Sweet Caroline, and she was named after the Neil Diamond song. She is the mother to the 9 kittens that I originally started rescuing and trying to find homes for. Well, I was originally started trying to get them spayed and neutered. We had a program around here that used to do a lot of good. And in fact, their acronym is Spay Neuter Idaho Pets. And they've quit doing that. They've quit helping people. That was their whole purpose, is to make sure that people who couldn't afford it otherwise could get their pets spayed and neutered. And they were helping people who live in my county make sure that the feral cats were getting spayed and neutered, because there's a high population of dumps and feral cats in our county. And when I went to try to get these girls spayed, they were going to charge me $85 a cat. I can take them to my vet and have that done for that price. And I didn't have that kind of money. And they told me that they wouldn't do it. And this was in September. September is not winter. They told me we don't do outside cats in the winter, in the middle of winter. Since when is September the middle of winter? They didn't want to help. So therefore I couldn't get them spayed before they came in season. So that's how I ended up with 2 of them pregnant. I brought them in the house in the wintertime, and 2 of them escaped while they were in heat. And they ended up pregnant. And then their mama came to me already pregnant. And I was able to keep the other 2 in the house without them getting pregnant. So
She is purring.
I believe it. She looks like she's just in heaven.
Yeah, she's a really pretty girl.
Gigi hisses at BB.
Leave me alone, boy.
So anyway, but Bianca had 2 boys and 2 girls. And we have
Don't worry about it, Ronald. Don't worry about it, Ronald.
We have Junior, Logan named Spice, and we have Topper and Talia for that group. And then in Caroline's litter, we have 2 boys and 2 girls. As far as I can tell, I think they may have been slightly premature. The little runt was so tiny, you almost couldn't even see his parts.
Oh, wow.
They were so tiny. They were there, but so tiny they were almost undistinguishable or indistinguishable. And so, yeah, I'm thinking she was just a few days too early with her litter. But in her group, we have Rebecca, not spelled the same as yours,
Okay.
but named for Rebecca of Sunnybrook, because she has a little tiny, you know those really long, skinny hearts? She has a long, skinny heart on her back. And it just, like, she brings sunshine. And so it reminded me of Shirley Temple and Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. And so she got the name of Rebecca. And then the little teeny, teeny, tiny runt is 4. You've got to have a big, strong name for such a tiny little thing. Well, the other 2, did you hear about the cat rescuer and sanctuary in New York that burned?
No.
Okay. I can't remember if it was Long Island or Staten Island. I think it was Long Island. There was a cat rescuer named Chris, had a sanctuary called a Happy Cat Sanctuary, and he had over 300 cats.
Oh, wow.
That he had rescued and was caring for. And he did it. He had lost his son and was completely lost. Didn't know which end was up. And this little cat had found him and was sickly. He took this cat in and nursed it back to health, and more cats kept finding him. And he found his purpose. And that's how Happy Cat Sanctuary came to be. Well, here within the last week or so, his sanctuary burned.
Oh no.
And he'd had a lot of threats and a lot of things happening surrounding it. So there's been a lot of suspicion around the fire. He kept going back in trying to rescue his cats. And the last time he went in, he never came back out. So he lost his life, along with over 100 of his cats. And so the little boy, the other little boy, there's 2 boys and 2 girls. The other little boy in Caroline's litter is Chris, in his name, named in his honor. And the other little girl is named Happy in honor of his sanctuary.
Wow.
So that's how I chose the names for those 2 babies.
You know, it's kind of the thing that I did is someone else would find these kittens, litters. The reason we still have Gigi is because we had litters of kittens that were at the right age they could leave their mother, and then I would take care of them, take them to be fixed, and Gigi's up on a box. Just seeing if she was going to jump over here, and I was going to have to tell her no. She likes to be high. She really does. And Gigi kept hiding herself behind, because we had them in the dog crates. And I'd take the kittens out. People would, give me a little bit of money to help to pay for cat litter and food and stuff like that. Right. And Gigi kept hiding herself. Every time that I would take her outside for people to see the kittens, she'd tuck her head. And I'm like, yeah, you need to find you a home. And as soon as all the other kittens were gone, she started unhiding herself.
Oh.
So I figured, okay, you've decided this is your house. You're staying.
That's sweet.
So I was like, oh gosh, I don't need 2 cats. I just wanted one. I just wanted BB. That's all I wanted. But then we got stuck with Gigi.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's my dream someday when I have property and can build it the way that I have it already planned and designed to have a cat sanctuary where no cat's turned away, regardless of their health, regardless of their age, and to partner with a vet who can help me take care of them. And my dream is to have an indoor facility for those who can't be outside, and to have bean bags and chairs and sofas and benches for the ones who are outdoor cats. And I have it all planned out. And to make it a refuge where I can partner also with domestic violence shelters and the police, so that children and adults who are victims of abuse, especially, I hope this doesn't get me banned, but especially sexual violence, that they can come and love on the cats and use it as a place of therapy. And eventually, if they have a bond, they can adopt the babies out from the sanctuary. And that's my dream. And I hope someday to be able to have that.
I've seen a lot of places that do that with cats, and they have these inside outside cattos, that these cats are able to still go outside and then where they're contained and be able to be inside also.
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
I have it all planned out. I've got it drawn out. I've got it figured out where the outside cats are safe, but they can live an outdoor life. They don't have to worry about predators. Um, the barn, the way that I want it planned, I want it so that they've got little bunk beds on the walls. They've got cat trees. They've got freedom to play together. Those that need to be isolated can be isolated. The ones that have to stay inside can stay inside. The ones that can be indoor outdoor can be indoor outdoor. I mean, I've got it all planned out the way I want it. But it's watching it materialize is the problem. Kind of hard to have here in a mobile home park. But, you know, I do what I can within my means. And I certainly didn't expect to have 24 cats in my house.
Oh, I bet not.
And more on the way. And that's why I've got to get these babies adopted. And I've got to get the last 2 females, or the next 2 females rather, spayed as soon as possible. So
it seems like people, these, you would think that even, I don't know if you live in an area, but I know that with the University of Missouri, they have these where you can take feral cats in, and they end up having to notch their ears, and they don't even charge you for it.
we don't have a vet program at
Wow.
the Boise State University.
Wow.
There's nursing programs, but there's not a vet program that I'm aware of. I'd have to drive a long way to get to a vet program.
I guess because of where I live, it makes it really nice to be able to do that. The reason that they notch their ears so that you can see it at a glance if they have been fixed. They'll
Right.
put that hemostat on there and
Right. Oh, I'm aware of the trap, neuter, release, and the notching and all of that. Very aware of it. What's different about these babies is that they've been tamed.
Yes.
And so they're no longer considered feral. In fact, the mom, Caroline, I don't believe it ever was feral, because when she came in the house, she knew exactly how to use a litter box. She never, ever messes anywhere. She's never peed anywhere she didn't belong, or she wasn't supposed to, never messed anywhere. I have to keep her zipped into her little playpen with her babies overnight and sometimes during the day, because she gets too aggressive with the others in protecting her babies. And in order to protect the others, I have to keep her zipped up. And I can leave her in there for a few hours without any messes in there at all. She came to me once she knew she could trust me. She came to me, and she's extremely loving, but she shows signs of ever having been abused. And if you scold her, you raise your voice at her in any way, she cowers, and she'll flinch if you reach towards her after she's done something she shouldn't. She flinches the way an abused animal would. And so all of the signs are there of having been somebody's baby at one time and having been abused and then turned loose. And we have a lot of problems with people dumping unwanted.
Ronald, you need to get that cord out of that. Blue likes to chew on things.
Yeah.
Get that out of there because I'm hearing this crunch, 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 and I'm like, what in the? I'm about to show you what he was chewing on.
Nice.
It's like we need to get some. I need to get some soup bones for the boys.
Yeah.
Where do we get them?
I get them usually from the people that we get at the farmers market, Ronald.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't cook them.
Right.
They're given to them raw.
Yeah.
Most people don't realize that you don't give cooked bones to dogs. Some people believe that you shouldn't even give uncooked bones of chicken bones to dogs. They aren't going to splinter. But I don't like giving raw meat to my dogs. So,
Yeah, our dog can't have bones or, well, bones of any kind. It causes her too many digestive issues.
wow.
So, but she's also 14, so she used to be able to handle it, but now she can't.
Love my brother. It's he picked up some bread today at the we went to the senior center today to eat lunch.
Oh.
Dropped off my car, or our car, I should say our car, to be to get the tie rods on the left side replaced. And I made the decision, they said, oh, it wasn't bad enough, but I suggest that you do it sooner rather than later. We're changing the bearing, wheel and hub assembly on that car. So that's what's getting done and aligned, of course.
Right.
So we can.
Well, that'll be good. That way you'll know you're safe on the road and nothing's going to happen.
True. We're getting ready to leave Thursday. So I'm kind of like, the last Thursday of the month, Ronald and I are heading to Oklahoma. And I gotta make sure that car's gonna make it and make it back home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're not really chatting, are they? Nothing is moving.
No, nobody's talking. It's like,
oh well.
Really, really slow chat today.
For sure. Oh, not a lot of people are coming in today, but that's okay.
No, that's all right. Well, I'll tell you what part of the problem was. This is my first time using Restream, and I know when I scheduled it that I had the correct date on there. I know I did. And I double checked it. Well, when I came in to start the live, I looked on there and Restream had it scheduled for June 8th, not April 8th.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So people probably thought, boy, I guess they're not going to have the live this month or something, or scheduling and planning way ahead. So probably a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen today. But that's okay.
You want to see what I did? I picked this bottle up at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I have Andale.
Oh, nice.
I have my birthday buddy.
Uh-huh.
And Joe Fix It For You.
Very nice.
These are vinyl stickers. And if you put the other kind of stickers on here and you wash it, they ain't gonna hold up.
Right.
So I had to do vinyl. So yeah, I'm gonna cover this bottle in vinyl stickers.
Very cool.
But yeah, Derek Fowler and I are born the same month, same day, but not the same year.
Very cool.
He constantly says, "No, you're not older than me," and I'm like, "Oh, yes, I am." There's BB. There's BB right there. My baby, right over here. Boy,
Very cool.
yeah. There's my sweet kitty. Yeah, he's. There'd be times that I'd be over there on the little couch that we had that is now gone, and BB would come behind me and like pat me, like, "Come on, you need to be paying attention to me and not doing that." And I'm like, "Okay, sweet BB."
That's funny.
Such a sweet cat. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it surprised me because how I found out about if a cat has a lot of white on it, and they have some color on them, about that, it was because I had a calico cat
Mm-hmm.
that was like that. And they said that it was because of the father was too closely related to the mother.
Well,
Yeah.
you hold chat. I'll be right back.
I want to see kitties.
Caroline.
Yeah. And her light goes down again. But yeah, she's going to be back with some beautiful little kittens. And we'll see what these sweet little babies look like.
Can I borrow 2 of them?
Let's see. Did the mothers leave very far from them?
Oh, that's all right. I've got you. I'll bring them right back, sweetheart. I promise I won't go very far. I won't go very far. I've got you. They stay right there close to their little tents.
Oh, okay.
It's all right, Grandma. They're not even your babies, but you're right there.
Oh, wow.
This is Talia.
Yep. Oh, how cute.
She's got a tiny bit of color on one back leg and then her tail. This is Topper.
Oh,
She's
my
got a little
God.
top hat and tail. I've got your babies in there. Okay, Mama. But
sweet.
That's Bianca's little twins. And these 2 are about almost 14 days old. So that's why I was so interested in what you had to say about the white babies.
Yeah. They should have a lot more color than that, but whoever their daddy is closely related.
Yeah.
Now most people don't know this, but hope that their eyes turn green and don't stay blue. Because if they stay blue, they are going to not be able to hear.
They seem to be able to hear pretty good.
That's good.
Their ears and eyes are opening. Atalia's eyes are open.
I had a cat.
Topper's eyes haven't opened yet, and he's the only one that has not opened his eyes yet.
I do know that we had a Siamese cat and a white long-haired dad that we had gotten as kitten, and didn't realize that she, yes, we knew she wasn't, but we had thought that the boy had been fixed. He wasn't. So we had 6 kittens, and one of them had that green and one blue, and could not hear on that side where the blue was. Yeah.
I had a white cat when I was in high school. Her name was Snow White and the Seven Little Particles because Glenda, hi, you got here just in time to see Topper and Talia.
That is so sweet. Yeah.
This is Talia. Her little eyes are open.
Little cute
and then this is Topper. He hasn't opened his eyes up all the way yet. It's okay, Mama. See? They're fine.
She just got home.
Yes, they're fine.
Oh, do you hear that? Blue just like, okay, I want to see the kitties.
Here comes Mommy and Grandma, both after the babies. It's okay, Mama. It's okay. They're fine. See?
Yeah.
Here's
Glenda,
Mommy.
Yeah, Glenda, she text messaged me and says, will you go live with me? Glenda's not going to be here. And I said,
okay,
sure.
You want to take Talia? You want Talia back? Okay, you take Talia.
Yeah. She's like, give me my baby back.
All right, you take Talia. I'll take Topper.
Oh my gosh. She's like, give me my baby back.
Thank you for letting me borrow them for a minute. Here we go. We'll put them back. Here, Mama. Here, Mama. Mama. I'll help you. Here we go. See? Mama brought them back. Can I borrow the other two for just a split second? I'm going to borrow these two for just a second, and I'll bring them right back. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm going to borrow these two for just a second. You're okay, Spicin Jr.
You're welcome,
Glenda. Spicin Jr.
Glenda was thanking me for filling in for her, and it's like, hey, I'll do it.
This one is Junior. He looks like one of the daddies.
Oh my gosh.
This lighting's not very good right at the moment. Let's see if I can get it to... There we go. Look at his little face.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay, Grandma. And this one is Spice. This is the one that... Logan named. Looks just like Mommy and Grandma. It's okay, Grandma. It's okay.
Getting overload.
She's a screamer. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Mama. It's okay, Mama. Here we go. We're going to take them back. Look, they're fine. They're just screaming. They're just screaming. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mamas. Come on. Come on. They're just screaming. Come on, you girls have to move.
Oh, you got Blue's ears like, where's the kitten?
Grandma, these babies are fine. Bianca can take care of her babies. You kids aren't big enough to eat dry food yet. See, they're fine. They're fine. Mommy didn't hurt them. Yeah, Mommy didn't hurt them. It's okay, Bianca or Caroline. It's all right, Carla. It's all right. Those babies are fine. Can I borrow your babies for just a split minute? Oh, goodness. I won't keep them very long at all, I promise.
Okay, Blue. Relax. Good boy. Yeah, she'll be back.
Here's the 4-pack from Caroline. I got to make this fast.
Oh, wow. I like that one, the front one. Wish I lived closer.
This one is Thor. Little teeny tiny baby. Just a little bitty mini mite. He doesn't even weigh 100 grams yet.
Oh my.
This one is Rebecca. They look all like mommy and their sister. This one is Chris, the one that was named after the other rescue worker that lost his life. He's got a little tiny bit of a brown nose and a couple spots next to it. And then
that little mask.
This one looks just like Junior, but this one's a little girl. Real dark.
That is one very dark
This
tabby.
one I'm a little concerned about. It sounds like it might have an upper respiratory thing going on. So I'm really keeping a close eye on her.
Oh, there.
This is Happy.
That's Happy?
Yeah, this one's Happy, also named after the sanctuary. So anyway.
I love the little mask on its face.
Yeah. Yeah. These ones are only about a week old. So anyway, I better get them back before they all come hunting. Actually, they're more concerned about Bianca's babies than these. Caroline, you better come take care of your babies. Caroline. Oh, are you getting loved on by Bianca? Caroline. Caroline.
I need water.
Caroline.
Oh, I love kittens. Too bad they grow up to be cats. Gigi? Wow.
There you go, Happy.
So beautiful. Yeah, Glenda, I got a question for you. Is some of that yarn you're sending that homespun?
Caroline, you need to go see your babies. See, Mama didn't keep your babies at all. Mama didn't hurt them. Caroline, you better go take care of your little ones.
That's that homespun yarn. I picked some of that up.
Hi, Darla.
I'm going to be making a blanket.
Okay, I'm back.
I was asking Glenda if she was sending me some homespun.
Oh, that looks like the same color I used to make the teddy bear.
Oh, this is another color that. Look at this.
Oh, that's pretty.
Get a little bit. There we go.
Oh, Glenda, how sweet. Oh, it won't let me click and highlight. That's weird. How do you highlight comments on this app?
I have no clue. No telling. Get out.
That's weird. It would probably help if I was on the other. There. I was trying to highlight in YouTube. Wait a minute. That's not even the one I was looking at.
We have baby chicks on the way. Not ours, a friend's.
There we go. That's the one I was looking at. Oh, so precious.
Blue, Denver, come. Denver, come. Come here, Denver. Denver. That's not gonna work. Denver, come over here. Come over here, Denver. Back up. Back up. Here, Denver. Come here, Denver. That's a good boy.
Well, Benny, I didn't know you were in here. Come here, Ben. Come here, Benny. Benny, come say hi.
Look what I
Come
got
say
here.
Hi. Hi, Benny.
This is Denver.
Hi, Denver. Hi, Denver.
Okay. Yes, Blue's jealous. He does, sweet boy.
I wish Benny would get up here on the bed. He is adorable.
You can definitely tell he's a lab.
Yeah.
He's getting old.
Yeah. What a sweetheart. Well, Glenda, I hope you had a good, safe journey and that you enjoyed your time.
Denver thinks you're going to take him outside, Ronald. He was like looking at him. I'm trying to. I've already probably made a decision because Echo sent me a email today, and I'm going to be so busy that I'm going to send her an email back that Saturday night I'm not going to be able to be up on her panel because I want to get to have 30 hats, taking 30 hats with me to 10 Killer. And I'm not sure how many I have right now, but finishing yesterday that longer type knitted hat that I made that can turn either way. They take a little bit longer. The other ones with the brim are 2 to 2.5 hours each.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I think I've got maybe 12 or 13 right now. So I've got a lot of hats to make, and she wanted to do something for Easter, and I'm like, I don't think I can do it. You know?
Yeah.
You know, so I'll have to message her and tell her I'm really sorry. And I want to make scrubbies too. They take me a half an hour for each one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to have those where I'm not having to take yarn, because this time I don't want to work on something. I want to be able to talk to people.
Right.
You know, that's not talking to one person like with you. It's okay with me, but talking in a crowd, no.
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know?
I used to take my yarn and go sit at McDonald's, and I'd get there, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock, and usually about 9:30. And I would sit there literally all day long. I'd start with breakfast, I'd have my lunch, and I'd have my dinner. I'd do it once or twice a week. And I wouldn't leave until 10 o'clock at night. And I'd work all day long, and I would greet whoever came through. And I got to know a lot of the regulars. And it would be hard when there'd be big crowds of people coming through, and they'd all want to stop and talk, and they'd all want to know what I was making and everything. And it got hard to stay focused and concentrate and still talk to the people who wanted to talk. But it was also a lot of fun because I got to meet a lot of people.
Definitely. Oh, that's noisy.
My best friend used to work at McDonald's, and that's how we met. And I'm thankful for that time that I used to go and spend down there crocheting. And then it turned into, instead of crocheting, I was coloring. And then eventually it got to where I couldn't do either one. And she moved on. She stopped working there. but we remained friends we're still best friends. We're going out on the 23rd to a movie. We hardly ever get to see each other, but we talk, and we're finally going to get to go out. So, but
such a great time, getting to know people.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we'll ever meet, but you connect with people on
Yeah.
YouTube. You really do. Oh, there's BB again.
I'm paying attention. I really am.
Ow, BB. Him and his claws.
He's so pretty. I have a medium-haired black boy that needs a home. He's 6 months old. His name is Vernon, named for the junk man on the Waltons. And
Can you hear him purring?
Sweet.
It's a good cat. Yeah, he's sitting there now in that container that Ronald's got his records in. Yeah, he's got vinyl. My brother does.
Nice.
This over here is a turntable.
Yeah.
Never 78s.
Oh, those are 78s in that container. So.
And in my room, I've got 33s and 45s.
Yeah.
And 78s that are all small.
Did you know that 78s also come in like a 45 size?
No.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Interesting.
I got some that are the 45 size and they're 33s. And I think I only have one that's a 78, which was weird.
He's on the floor, people. Where's the voice coming from?
Okay.
He's on the floor in Denver.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Let's see. Huh. Alfonso says he just got a new 3-speed turntable for Christmas.
Does anybody want to know what that is?
It looks like a candy jar.
It's not. My sister Christine that passed away in 21, I gave her some of Mom's jewelry. And she took that jar, has a lid on it, and with potpourri, she put Mom's jewelry in there. Let me see if I can grab it real quick and I will show you. This is a picture of my mother.
Oh, nice.
And this is some of her jewelry that's in here. Mm-hmm. See the thread in there? My mother did seamstress stuff. There's a brooch that was hers. That's inside inside of this, and that was a necklace that my mom had. But yeah, that's what this is.
That's a really creative way to preserve the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
There we go.
The heart on the I Love Bear is missing. Show her it. The heart is missing. It fell off.
I gotta find the heart for here.
Yeah.
A heart?
Uh-huh.
You know, one of those things to glue on there. The heart's missing on this.
All right.
Yeah, it fell off.
It makes it nice. It's my mom's old jewelry, and she just put it in there, and kind of different, interesting. And you
Yeah.
just fill it up. You just fill it up with their jewelry and put potpourri in there, and
Yeah.
it just sits
I
there.
have some old, like, mostly costume type jewelry that's from my grandmother. Some of it's from my great grandmother, and I have some from my mom. And that would be a really cool way to, because I only have my son. I have nobody else to pass it on to. It would be a neat way to keep it in the family.
Well, even think of this instead of that is a pickle jar.
Hmm.
You could do something to make the top a little bit more fancier,
Hmm.
and just get the potpourri and put it in there, and layer it.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It'd be a way to pass it to him and him feel like it's okay to display it, and keep it in the family. And then when it comes time for it to go to somebody else, then it would have the pictures of the people that the jewelry came from, and maybe put in there also the history of who they were. And he wouldn't, I mean, it would preserve their heritage and make it something worth having, and not just giving it away to somebody who wouldn't treasure it.
I don't know what will end up happening with them, because I am the youngest of 8,
Hmm.
and I don't have children, so and
Yeah.
things like that. So it's kind of like, hey, I don't know what'll happen. Well, I know that I've got nieces and nephews and things like that, but
Yeah.
I have no clue what will end up happening. And
Yeah.
it's the memories we make with those people that will
Right.
go on.
Yeah. Well, for my family, it's literally my dad, myself, and my son that's left, and nobody to pass it to. Um, I mean, I could give it to somebody in Logan's family, but they don't know who my side of the family is. They wouldn't have a clue who they were getting this jewelry from, and none of them would appreciate it anyway. Um, so I have nobody else but my son to pass it to. And at least if it's done up in a nice, presentable way, and if you could write a little bit of the history and stick it in there with it, then whoever ended up with it, they would understand what the significance is of this jar full of potpourri and jewelry.
For sure, definitely. And it just it's when we're gone. It's the people that we've met. I feel it's we'll figure out something. Because she does have granddaughters. That
Mm-hmm.
might want that. I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely be nice.
Right. So, well, Miss Rebecca, my throat is getting really, really dry, and I'm starting to cough more. I think I'm going to cut this short. I don't want to wear my voice out and be unable to make my video for Thursday.
Oh, definitely.
I already didn't get one out last week, so I really want to get it done this week if I can at all. But I truly, truly do appreciate you being available at such short notice and filling in for Miss Glenda.
Not a problem.
It really means a lot to me. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this chat. I know we talked a lot about cats and yarn, but those are both topics that Rebecca and I enjoy. And I don't promote this hardly ever, but if anybody is interested in helping me out with the kitties that I'm working with, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account. The link is available in my About section. It would help me to be able to spay the females that I have waiting to be spayed. It also helped me keep feeding these little monsters. No, they are really sweet. And I am actively looking for homes for the boys. So I just want to put that out there. Anybody
I'm
watching?
glad Ronson said I had fun. I'm glad you did, Ronson.
Yeah, I am too. I'm glad somebody did besides us.
For sure.
And I hope you enjoyed the little sneak peek on the little babies. I do have some video I need to get put together. I just haven't felt well. I've got some really good video footage of the babies with their mamas and as they've been growing. And we'll have another litter coming very soon. And trust me, as soon as the mommies are able to go in and be spayed, they will be spayed. They will not be getting out to have a rendezvous with the daddies again.
Definitely
So
I'm really glad that Gigi never had, because she is tiny.
Yeah.
She is so tiny.
Yeah.
You know. She's curled up on a box up there. Just she'd eaten and now she's sleeping.
That's what they're good at.
That's what cats do best. They during the day, that's what they do, is they sleep, and then they're up all night and playing.
Yeah. So
I am
anyway,
so happy to help you. If there's any other times you need someone to come up, just let me know.
All right, I appreciate that so much. If you are watching on the replay, I truly do appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy the chat. We will be back here on Monday. I have Leonard Mountain Homestead for my guest on Meet Me Monday. And then Glenda will be back with me on Tuesday for Talk About It Tuesday. And so we will see you again on the next live. And I will have a video out for you this week for Thoughts for Thursday. And appreciate it again. Thank you. And please do go and check out Rebecca Touched by Yarn. She is very, very sweet, dear friend. Has a wonderful ministry of hats for the homeless, and she gifts hats to her friends in the YouTube community. She's gifted one to Logan, my husband, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Very surprised and blessed by that hat. And so please go and check her out.
I was listening to your live and he said that, and I wrote it down.
Well, he was so shocked and so pleased. What a blessing. So please go and check out Rebecca Touched by Yarn and give her some likes and subscribe if you haven't, and show her some love.
I am getting close to 1,000.
Awesome.
I don't know how far I'm away from it. I just, I'm not going to monetize. I don't have enough watch hours and things like that. But, being on disability, you've got to be careful what you do.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's been great.
All right. Well, we will see you again for Talk About It Tuesday next Tuesday. So don't forget that sometime this month we will be doing a giveaway. I've gone into the abyss, so I guess that's my cue to leave.
Oh, wow. There.
We'll see you